colleagues, I want to check if you can hear me.
Yes, we can.
Good, good. Thank you so much once again for making time. When we were deciding on the date for this dialogue, it wasn't easy to put it on Monday after the long weekend because we know many people, it was for family time. Others took this time, since we are in level 2, to go out with families. So it wasn't easy, but this is a dialogue which we thought we cannot really keep on postponing because of the urgency of it. So we really appreciate your time for making it on a Monday morning after a very long weekend. And we hope that you enjoyed your Heritage Day. I hope you did have time to connect with friends. So we are back to business. So I want to quickly check if we have all our panelists for the first session in the webinar already. Quickly checking if we have Ms. Colette of Hurisa. Oh yes, I see you, ma'am. Thank you so much. And I see we have Prof. Alexi. We also have Mr. David. So I think we are ready to start this conversation. As I mentioned, really thank you so much for everyone who made it. This dialogue is really a timely dialogue because of things which have been happening. We're going to go deep into the conversation. We try to have at least 2 hours and 15 minutes. But before we start, I really want to share maybe briefly why this dialogue is very important and how we came up to organize this. So we here on behalf of the South Africa CSO Working Group on SDGs, we are led by African Monitor and the Commission for Gender Equality, CGE. So the aim of this dialogue, which is a multi-stakeholder dialogue on addressing poverty and inequality as one of the pillars of the stipulated new social compact, we hope that this dialogue is going to be one of the many we're going to have just to provide alternative approaches to end poverty in South Africa. You have seen for some time, and especially the situation was made worse by the pandemic, the COVID-19, we all know, but also the recent social unrest, which created a sense of agency for government, for business, for labor movement, and civil society to come together and start really an honest, a candid discussion on a policy response, which we think can be formulated around a new social compact. We hope that this dialogue is going to be one of the many ways we can come together to really negotiate that new social compact. We are so happy to have a government official here who said we will come to listen in. We want to hear what civil society, what business, what labor movement want to really to bring as a new social compact. In light of the severity of poverty in this country, this dialogue will focus on examining the various issues that pertain to this problem. Among other things, this will include a discussion on various poverty reduction initiatives and strategies that have been introduced by the South African government since the advent of democracy, identify what has worked, but also what has not worked so that we can move forward. The specific objective for this dialogue include, among others, to frame the intervention to end extreme poverty with the stipulated national social compact. We also want to really to start a dialogue on a cross-sectoral approach to end poverty, restore dignity and well-being to the society. We want to conduct a critical review on the current policies and the strategies which has been there, so that we can provide policy options on a new approach to end poverty. So we have here invited experts in poverty alleviation. We have academics, we have civil society, we have business, labor movement, and government official whom we really want to put ideas together. We also wish that this dialogue can propose new solutions and also come up with real issues, because some of the problem we might have been tackling the wrong issues. When you are tackling the wrong issues, obviously the solution will be also not proper. So we want together to reflect on how we can build a new, resilient and sustainable social contract in South Africa. And I want to mention that this is also taking place during the Global Week to Act for the SDGs, where many global leaders are meeting in New York, where they are also part of the United Nations General Assembly. So we want to bring our voice to remind our institution, our government also, it's time now. We join people around. We are in solidarity to remind our world leaders about the SDGs and also about how we can really implement. We are left with less 9 years. We have given ourselves 15 years, but 5 years have gone and we are still far. So we also going to have a chart on how we can work together and come back to the SDGs. We cannot speak about the SDGs without mentioning the National Development Goals. We will also see, does it really still working, how far we have gone, and then among the solution, how we can fast track its implementation. Before we start,